Hello and welcome back to Bible Wits Bible Corner. Today we're going to be getting back into Acts. We're going to start chapter 8 and I'm going to do a few more long reads to try to get through this chapter as quick as possible as well. We're going to read the first 8 verses starting with the English Standard Version. And Saul approved of his execution, and there arose on that day a great persecution against the church in Jerusalem, and they were all scattered throughout the regions of Judea and Samaria, except the apostles. Devout men buried Stephen and made great lamentation over him, but Saul was ravaging the church, and entering house after house, he dragged off men and women and committed them to prison. Now those who were scattered went about preaching the word. Philip went down to the city of Samaria and proclaimed to them the Christ. And the crowds with one accord paid attention to what was being said by Philip. When they heard him and saw the signs that he did. For unclean spirits, crying out with a loud voice, came out of many who had them, and many who were paralyzed or lame were healed. So there was much joy in that city. New Century Version. Saul agreed that the killing of Stephen was good. On that day, the church of Jerusalem began to be persecuted, and all the believers except the apostles were scattered throughout Judea and Samaria. And some religious people buried Stephen and cried loudly for him. Saul was also trying to destroy the church, going from house to house, dragging out men and women and putting them in jail. And wherever they were scattered, they told the people the good news. Philip went to the city of Samaria and preached about the Christ. When the people there heard Philip and saw the miracles he was doing and listened carefully to what he said, or they listened carefully to what he said, many of these people had evil spirits in them, but Philip made the evil spirits leave, and the spirits made a loud noise when they came out. And Philip also healed many weak and crippled people there. So the people in that city were very happy. Okay, so as we see, Saul approved of the killing of Stephen. And being full of zeal, he decides, hey, I'm not going to stop here. We're going to go to every single house in Jerusalem. Every single person that claims to be a Christian is going to be thrown in jail. If they're of the Christians that are left, I should say. Because they scattered a lot of them, forced a lot of them to leave Jerusalem. But this, I think, is something that the Pharisees were not expecting. Because when these people left, they didn't just get quiet. This is how the word spread outside of Jerusalem. They went to Samaria, they went to Judea, and they were preaching wherever they went about Christ, about everything they had heard and seen, making the church grow. So again, like I say, the Pharisees were not expecting this. I'm pretty sure they were hoping, hey, let's get these guys out of Jerusalem, away from these apostles. Maybe then they'll be quiet and this movement will stop. It didn't. It got bigger and bigger, and as I've said before, it is still growing today. There are still people being added to the church today, and that is a good thing, and it needs to continue to happen. So, what do we do with this? Well, we should find encouragement in this. These guys were being persecuted. They still wanted the church to grow. That should be encouraging to us and should encourage us to want to go out and spread God's word to those that we see as well. I hope you find encouragement in this, and I hope you have a wonderful God-centered day. Bye.